Hey guys, welcome back. Uh, today today's podcast is gonna be a little bit shorter because I accidentally stopped recording, but we still have an hour long. It's still an hour long. It's still me and my mom talking, and I hope you enjoy. Uh, peace. I still get affected by day-to-day racism. It's just the thing. At least give me the right to say nigga. If I'm still affected by racism, y'all don't get to say nigga. That's how it
Yeah,
works.
okay.
There's too many people
Yes.
that are like here just for money.
Chuck Schumer.
Yeah, like there's plenty of examples, like Candace Owens. Like there's plenty of examples of people that are just in it for the money.
Oh no, we are welcome. We are back into our sacred
No,
round of.
no,
But I
no.
like she spoke up strongly for the Palestinians, though. I like
I
that.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah, do whiteface. Go out there and call some black kid nigga. Make an account. Let's make some money right quick.
All right, let's get it. Yeah, I got a, I got a second
Yes.
monitor now.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
You can still afford it,
huh?
or can you still afford it? Or it's just all hyped up in the news.
No, I can still afford it. I can still afford it. It's
Uh,
like it's nothing crazy. It was like $80, so I was like,
all right, that's what's up.
and also I have a discount, so I got like I think like $13 off, something like that.
Nice. Was it Walmart dinner?
Yeah,
That's good. All right.
associates deal.
Tonight. You said what?
Associates deal. It's great
Good.
to have.
Mm-hmm. And what else is going on in America?
Uh, in my life, it's really just working and the normal same stuff. Uh,
Okay.
in America in general,
Yeah,
I haven't been paying attention. uh,
good.
I've just been focusing on myself, you know, doing my thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's important.
Yeah.
I just talked to. So Monday I had my last meeting with meeting. We went picnic up here by Moritzplatz, and I got some delicious iced coffee and a very tasty croissant. Um, but she had. But anyway, so this but she was the same way. She's like, her boyfriend was on her case. Like, why you don't follow political news? Why? She's like, because that shit I have other things I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I just cannot have this stress occupy my inner being in any kind of way. So I just stay away from it. I don't know what's going on. She was like, sometimes it's awkward because her father. She comes from a very educated family. Her sister's a doctor. Her
Yeah.
father was the principal of a gymnasium, not just regular school,
Oh, that's not.
gymnasium.
That's yeah.
Okay, so you already know what time it is. And yeah, but I'm like, I don't know. I just find it amazing. I just,
Yeah.
maybe, I don't know what's going on in Germany, but I follow political news of America because just in such a shock because I just grew up. Okay, I'm half American, but I remember as a child here in Germany,
Yeah.
this was just America was the land of all opportunities and just the
Yeah.
place where everybody desired to go to. And so,
I mean that.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
That was the
life
plan
shit.
for the image to be portrayed about America. That was kind of the plan. Like, oh, let's just
Yeah.
spread this world propaganda. Like, oh, we're the perfect. Hey, you want to come to be rich? Come on. Everyone has opportunity.
Well, no, but they were used to take even the huddled masses.
Yeah.
I mean, you could find a way to come to America and just create a great life for yourself.
Exactly.
A lot of people have done it.
Yeah.
Um,
But now it's kind of
yeah, it wasn't. You didn't have to be rich to go there. You just had to be self-sufficient.
no. I'm saying people want to come here to get rich.
Yeah, I saw it. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. Find their fortune to find that huge gold nugget.
Yep.
So yeah,
Uh,
but what comes up must come down. It's gonna be okay.
I know in Canadian politics, the fact that Donald Trump got voted here, it affected the voting in Canada, and they
Yes.
voted for the Liberal Party, and I was like, hey,
Yes. Australia as well.
it's so funny. It's like,
Yeah, they were like, "Nah, we don't want that." And what I'm thinking, like, because like Sweden, Tesla sales are totally down, and like anywhere, if you speak to, I mean, okay, what's that? The boomers then?
yeah,
If you speak to boomers anywhere in Europe outside of Germany, they hate Nazis. They
yep,
want nothing to do with that shit. They hate it because there was so much pain and suffering and
yeah,
fear and
yep,
and loss of life and freedom and um and so these nations have learned the effects of it, even though it is rising. But that has to do with something completely different. That's an
yeah,
economic thing, and that's a thing of people just wanting to blame someone else for their economic, like not downfall necessarily, but things are not the way it used to be in Germany. The way when I was growing up,
yeah,
it was a lot more, well, a lot more middle class, upper class, middle,
yeah,
what do you call it, like upper middle class, and anyway, I just yeah, it is just really quite interesting, but
yeah,
we're not the people we used to be. You know what I'm saying? Humanity has grown in leaps and bounds, learned a lot of things.
yeah,
Lots and lots of people don't want to follow organized religion anymore because of all these
yeah,
restrictions. Me anyway, my biggest religion is talk to God directly. You don't need a middleman. Forget
yeah.
the Bible, forget all that stuff. Just directly. For nowadays times, we're not going to follow some 2,000 years ago rules of blah blah blah. That shit is old. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
We're all here. We're all equal. We're all human. Black,
yeah.
white, Asian, whatever they are. Let's just make this a better place
I mean, it's
and chill the
this.
fuck out.
It's the same in like in the corporate world now, because a lot of my
Mhm.
generation are starting to go into the corporate world, and
Yeah,
they're told to work hard, but like they
yeah,
work hard for like the first year maybe, and then they start noticing like,
yeah,
well, we're not getting promotions, we're not getting any
yeah,
type of raises. Like,
yeah,
why should I do? Why should I go above and beyond when they're not paying me
yeah,
for above and beyond? So they're like, I'm gonna
yeah,
show you my talents, and then I'm going to slowly stop being that type of person
yeah,
until you
yeah,
start giving me more. And now
yeah.
the older generation's like, oh, but you got to work hard in order to get that raise. It's like the problem is all these corporations are
There is no raise.
they're so stagnated in promotions because
Yeah.
everyone at the position above them is living longer. So that the position
Mhm.
above you most likely is not going to be changed until the other
I know,
person
but hold up,
dies.
hold up, hold up. I listened to there's a lady, she's a single, not single, but she's a mom of three.
Yeah,
But she's a mom. She has kids, but she has three jobs.
yeah,
Okay. And she was saying, so during COVID, everything, prices went up, everything went up, 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 but the wage of living didn't go up.
yeah,
Hello. You know what I'm saying? So here I have to work three jobs. When do I get to see my family? When do I get to have free time? When do I go? I
yep.
can't even afford to go on a vacation with three jobs. So I'm a human being, What is it, like a crime to be poor? You know what I'm saying? Is it a crime to, you have no empathy, nowhere, you billionaires, to
It's
understand what it means?
no, it's not a crime to be poor. It's a crime to be the working class. If you're just working day to day, trying to make a
Yeah.
living wage, you can't do it because they're like, well,
One job. Yeah.
one job.
To live, like you have a car payment, you got
Yeah,
insurance, you got
you.
this,
There's
yeah,
no way I
yeah.
could afford that
House
on
payment.
my paycheck
Yeah,
because
yeah,
a car payment's probably like $400. Then rent's another 500 for me plus roommates.
yeah,
So luckily,
yeah,
but then it's another however much more for insurance. It's like another hundred
yeah,
dollars at least.
yeah.
I'm like, well, I guess I'm never going to. I'm either have to give up the fact that I'm living at a place,
Mhm,
or give up the
mhm.
fact that, like, there, like, you have to pick and choose. And it's like, well, I guess I'm picking no car for now because
Yeah, yeah,
even like putting a down payment on a car is not even if I were to
yeah,
make $24 an hour, it'd still be like really like I wouldn't have time
yeah.
for like like I couldn't afford to do hobbies then.
Yes, yes.
That's another problem. It's like, well, why don't people want to work? Like, My generation already saw the other generations like work themselves to death, and now we're
Yeah.
like, we just want to kind of do our hobbies. So also less people are dating because they have less money too. So it's like
Yeah.
it's like, oh, they're now saying, oh, if you have a child,
But the dating thing, I think that's something else. I think the dating issue is a whole nother issue. That's not a money thing.
I think it's a part of it. I don't think it's the one true reason, but it is a part of a reason.
But
It's
that's
a
just an excuse. Because honestly, you don't need to have a lot of money. You can take them to the park with a nice blanket and a nice sunny day where the roses smell nice and
yeah,
have a bottle of bubbly water. I drink that. I don't care. Prepare me some nice little snacks. I would love that. That doesn't require a whole lot of money.
yeah,
I think there's an issue between male and female, where men don't trust females and females don't trust men.
yeah. That's also
And there's no good communication. And then the other day I got so upset. I'm like, I have sons, and they were like painting men like what this lady was saying. She was like, if men, if all men, if the aliens were to come and make all men disappear from this earth, what would you do? Me, I would cry because I have two sons. What am I supposed to do?
yeah,
Where they at? Where my
yeah.
babies at? You know what I'm saying? And then this woman, yeah, I wouldn't need an alarm where nobody would break in my house. I wouldn't be afraid of rape. But I'm like, please, come on. All men are rapists. Please, please,
Honestly,
please.
the
Let's
funny
not
thing,
take all men in this category of evil. And then what do
also,
women do? Women are also evil. Women do evil shit. I've seen it. I've experienced it.
yeah,
Okay, women are just as evil as men can be. It's not a sex gender thing, and that kind of really just got to me. But yeah, I think it's something else going on, and also communication. That's why
It's a
me,
lot of. It's
for
also
the
not.
last several years, I open doors for men, and I tell them, I respect men. It's 2025. I think
What?
it's very important to respect the man.
Yeah, I think it's like sport to respect people. like,
Exactly.
like they see you as a man first, and then it's like, oh, but then before once you're a man, you're not a human to them, like to those
Yeah.
type of people. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, but
And then the other thing is too, it's like this expectation of a man to have all this money. Ooh, this
yeah,
is 2025. You better have your own money in your own pocket. So you be
yeah.
always independent, you be free. No man can tell you what to do, control you, do nothing. You, as a woman in 2025, want to have your own money, your own financial freedom. You are able to do it. Yeah, maybe there's still like a wage
Honestly,
disparity between men and women,
the
but you can have your own. I would never want a man
no,
for money.
the wage
I want
gap.
him for good relations in the bedroom, and I want him for happy
Uh
times
huh.
and romantic times and good
Yeah,
communication and doing fun stuff. That's what I want a man
yeah.
for, not for his
Honestly,
money. And
honestly,
that's also a problem.
yeah.
Yes.
The wage gap is most
Maybe
likely
you have
going
a
to
good man,
change.
sorry. Maybe you have a good guy, but he's like a little bit, I mean, he takes care of his own, he owns his
Yeah,
own, but maybe he's not like a 10K guy, but he's a good man and he can still work to get there.
yeah.
You shouldn't underestimate a man just because his pockets is not fat. And watch out for the niggas with the fat pockets because they can be very manipulative
Most of the
and
time,
also highly insecure. Hmm?
so first
Most of
off,
the time.
the wage gap is probably going to change in
Yep.
the next 5 years because there's more
Yes.
women graduating college than men at a
Yes.
astronomical rate,
Yes.
and most likely the it's going to fluctuate towards women because there's going to be more women in these type of higher paying
Yes.
positions, which is
I
just
mean,
not.
outside of America, because only the white man in America can advance now. In case you, no, I'm joking.
I
No,
mean,
but yes, you're right. No, okay, serious. Yes,
yeah.
you're right. I can see that. Yes.
So it's most
Yes.
likely going to
Already in the
change.
African American community, the African American woman out earns the black
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yes, unfortunately. Yeah,
Unfortunately, because like
yeah.
as a like either for some reason we can't go to college because either you have to be a basketball player, you have to be some type of athlete, or you have to
Mhm.
be some type of super genius.
Yeah, but I think college though,
But
that's for years now. Young people don't want to go to college no
oh
more because
yeah,
there's
young
like
people
why?
aren't going to college. No.
Because I go to college, I come out, and then what? I'm still working at Mickey
Oh
D's.
yeah,
Why? You know
yeah,
what
because
I'm
there's
saying?
no job market. Because they go to
Exactly.
college and then it's like, wait, you told me to go to college and there's no job market. I have a like there's
Exactly.
people with bachelor degrees in computer science and they're like, I can't get a job because the market's oversaturated.
Yeah.
Like I can't do
Yeah.
anything about that. And I'm like, damn,
Exactly.
damn. He's
Yeah.
like I've heard someone say they have they have all the certificates. They have
Uh,
a bachelor's. They have a certificate. They have all the papers in order to get a job in a computer
mhm.
science, and they can't get it because
Yeah.
like just come. They're like, oh, you need 5 years experience. I'm like, where am I supposed to get that? And he's like,
Yeah,
well, not
exactly.
here. And
Yeah.
then it's like, oh, so you're telling me I have to go somewhere else. And then the other job is also
Yeah.
not hired because they're also like asking for experience. I'm like, well, I might as well just. There's no entry job. Like you say it's an entry level
Yeah.
job, but then you don't. But then you say people need experience. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's like it's so weird.
It's kind of a setup
Yeah, it's a setup.
in a way.
If the job market worked here like it did in Germany, it'd be a lot
Hmm.
better because
Hmm.
you have entry level positions. You have the Ausbildung, which
Yeah,
is like an entry level position for people. You get it.
exactly.
You get paperwork.
I mean, it's even the law. If you're six, I
Yeah.
mean, you have to by law do a Ausbildung. Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
it's way easier and entry level for people in Germany than it is here.
Yes.
But the
Yes.
problem in Germany is that it's harder to build capital comparatively to here
Yeah. True. Yeah.
because eh, it's not really. I don't think it's the taxes. I think it's some other stagnant reason because like there's no other booming economies inside of Germany except like maybe the auto industry is always booming.
The auto, the pharmaceutical,
Pharmaceutical.
we do have like, we have, I mean, Germans are smart people. I'm not bad
Yeah,
mad to be German,
I'm
huh?
not saying they're smart. I'm not saying they're not smart. I'm just saying they don't really have like an area of expertise that other countries also don't do.
We know
Comparatively,
how to make gas chambers and stuff. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I mean, in the moment, yeah, I'm right. I can see that. Yeah.
because like
But and also because no, the taxes do make a difference though. A lot of
yeah,
taxes you
yeah,
pay,
it is a
bro.
lot of taxes. It is a lot of taxes. It is a lot. They do make a difference.
And a lot, I mean, yeah, okay, the social system and good and like right now, I mean,
But
there are a
also,
lot of jobs out there. You can find jobs and they will support you, but the taxes is
but
is
also,
is
you
intense.
Germany
But at
still
least it goes to huh?
like
But
Germany still has multimillionaires though. It's not like there's you. They don't have billionaires, but they have multimillionaires at least.
and they're just more social.
Yeah, it's like you
I
can
mean,
still.
and maybe, of course there is AfD and there is also this rise of this right wing type of
Yeah,
extreme type of thinking, but at the same time, like I say, either like ever since returning from the States, either they smile at me because they think I'm like an immigrant or something like that, and
yeah,
strangers on the street they try to be friendly to me, to be welcoming. You know what I'm saying? I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I grew up here, Deutsche Neger, or they are or like hostile, basically. Like I
yeah.
said, last year, 2 times they asked me, "Show me your ID." Ganz klar wissen, Alter, was my ID is. And the other one told me to go home, which I also proceeded to cut them out in German, which I enjoyed very much because after them they had nothing to say, and I had some, I got some release out. But
Where? Where?
um,
Go home.
what?
Where? Go home. Where?
I like, that's what I said.
I
I was
was
like,
born
"What's
here.
my
Where?
handy?" Von der Brau, oder Würzburg, oder Alter? I let my Augsburger, my dialect hang out so strongly that he was baffled. I'm like, don't assume because for me, it's like, there's so many mixed people now, mixed race people. I'm like, come on, get over it. So it's this kind of thing right now where we're dancing between the two. But that's what we're doing everywhere in the whole world.
Yeah,
Like the narcissists, they just want to keep causing havoc,
yeah,
and the enlightened people are ready to move on and just live in peace.
yeah,
Live and let live, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And let us develop and let us grow, So anyway, it is what it is. It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world.
But yeah, so that is an issue. But I think the issue is really about ourselves and how much do we allow these people to get away with shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I.
like, it's okay to be a nice person,
Yeah.
but it's not okay to let somebody fuck you over. You have to kind of, we have to grit up. And
Also,
it's like, uh
also in the political space at least, there's too many
yeah,
grifters. There's too many people
yes,
that are like here just for money.
Judge Schumer.
Yeah, like there's plenty of
Yeah.
like Candace Owens. Like there's plenty of examples of people that are just in it for the money.
Oh no, we are welcome. We are back into our sacred
No,
round of.
no,
But I like
no.
she spoke up strongly for the Palestinians, though. I like
I don't
that.
give a fuck.
Okay, okay. And no, I understand. I understand.
No, you can't just
I
switch over
understand.
after talking about black people, talking down on your own race for the past 10
Yeah,
years. You can't do
yeah,
that. I don't want you
yeah,
here.
yeah. True,
The only time you could really
true.
switch is if you left for a year and then stopped
Hmm.
monetizing your videos and then
Hmm.
kept making videos talking about stuff. Then I'm like, or
Hmm.
like you gave all like for like 2-3 years, you gave all your earnings to like donate to a liberal cause. But if you're just sitting here talking to a camera, which doesn't cost you much because now, once you paid for the camera and you paid for all the equipment, now it's just earnings. Now you're just making money. She already has a
Yeah.
studio, so she doesn't need
Yes.
to worry. So
Yes.
realistically, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
no, unless you're even.
But I still, I mean, at least she's not continuing the grift.
No, because she's
You
trying
know,
to.
she's not
No, she's trying to
continuing to
switch
make these
now.
excuses. Yeah, what she's trying to. Well,
She
okay.
changed the grift. She's changing it to the liberal grift now. She went from the Republican grift to the liberal grift. She's just switching.
I mean, she could have stayed out. She didn't have to wear a White Lives Matter T-shirt. Remember with Kanye West?
Yeah,
And she has always had like this kind of Uncle Tom quality where she's excusing the slave master's action.
exactly.
So yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can
She's
see that.
just done too much bullshit to be able to switch
Yeah.
back over and be like, "Oh, this is what I
Yeah.
believe now." And I'm like, "No,
Yeah.
you don't really,
Yeah.
because you're just following the money. That's all you're
Yeah.
doing."
Well, they kicked her off. She was fired from the what's that thing called again? Ben Shapiro's.
Daily Wire, they're
Yes, they
they're
fired
going
her,
out of
right?
business. That's the problem. That's why they fired her. They can't afford to pay her anymore.
Ah,
They can't pay
it came
people.
out. I never followed up what happened. I thought there was just some disagreement where she maybe didn't want to tout the horn of support Israel
No,
no matter what. Ah,
no.
okay.
It was just we fired a
Yeah.
bunch of people. They fired a lot of
So then
people.
it makes sense. And then Ben Shapiro, even his colleague, not colleague, the guy that the co-founder of
Yeah.
Daily Wire, he also moved.
Yep.
So I'm wondering, yeah,
It's because they're losing
but hey,
money.
okay.
That's really it. A lot of these Republican
Because people
grifters
don't
are.
want to hear this stuff no more, or people are just tired of it, or what is it?
I think, yeah, it's pretty much a lot of that. Like, people don't care.
Yeah.
People are tired, and also
Yeah.
since Trump's been elected, people are starting to see that he wasn't being truthful. He was lying. So a lot of people are leaving that community because they're like,
Yes.
y'all told me to vote
Yeah.
for him because you said he was going to change the economy and help me,
Yeah.
and he's actually just helping you because you're a rich person.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do.
No. Yeah.
They're
Especially with people, and the funny thing is DEI. I said this before, but DEI is not just black people.
yeah.
DEI is also handicapped people.
Yep.
You know, women. It's a variety of
It's-
people, and it affects also white people.
It's
And like
minority.
this instability and everything that's going on is it's a bit alarming. So but you know, it is what it is.
There's too many grifters.
Like I have no words anymore. I just have no words. I'm like, wow. I'm just like, wow. Okay. I'm just like a movie observer here, and I'm just in shock.
Just my whole thing is
Very interesting movie plots.
there's just a bunch of grifters here, and they're all fighting
Yeah.
just for the next paycheck. That's all
Yeah.
they care about.
Yeah.
Just like Hassan, who's a liberal grifter, who's been a liberal grifter for about 10, 20, 12, 15 years, for however long he's been streaming. He's
Yeah.
just he's gonna jump, and he doesn't care as long as he gets his
Yeah.
money. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He doesn't really care about the cause, because if he was
Yeah.
an actual socialist, he would actually implement things in his business to be socialist. But he doesn't do that. So I'm like, how are you gonna preach socialism and then not practice it? You can't do
Yeah.
that. You can't preach it
Yeah.
and then not practice it. You're like, oh, these big businesses should also, like all these small businesses, every business should be having a socialist like they should share their stuff. They should like share the brand name, like a percentage of the
Yeah.
brand name, so every person in the company gets a percentage of what the company earns. But
Yeah.
he doesn't do that, so it's weird for you to preach it because it's like
Hmm.
you make millions and millions of dollars. You could do that
Yeah.
too. You could have a
Yeah.
percentage of every donation go towards like someone who's working under you, but you don't do that. So I'm
Yeah.
like, well,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do here, man? Can't keep talking
But I
about it
mean,
and not
maybe
doing it.
he pays the employees good though. You don't know that.
Sure, he pays them good, but not as much as his brand name makes.
Because the thing is just that just if you have like billions of dollars in net win in your company for the year,
Yeah,
all your employees should be living nice
yep,
out of gratitude to them. Amazon, what are you doing with your people, bruv? You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't be like slaves almost. Like he
yeah,
wants that's what he said. He wants his workers to be stressed out and to be afraid.
yep,
What type of lifestyle is that? And here you sailing around with the 50 million yacht. Are you crazy? How do you got that? That's the problem. I don't care how it gets split up, but just give us more. Are you crazy? We want to also have a
yeah.
good life. And so your tax money, what you don't want to like, I just don't understand it. I don't understand how much money do you need to die with? How much money do you really need in
You
life?
can't take it with you.
Do you need billions and trillions of dollars to do
Not
what?
really.
What? How much money can you?
If you
That's how you do crazy shit.
if you invest smartly and then teach your children to invest smartly, they can $1 million can let them live off of. They can live off that for the rest of their like at
They
least
can make
another
it grow.
100,
Yeah,
200
yeah,
generations at least.
yeah, yeah,
Like you could, it's a long time. It'll be a
yeah,
long time before
yeah,
someone in your family line will be affected if you're just smart about it and you teach your children to be smart about it.
yeah,
It's not like,
yeah,
but they just keep wanting more. It's greed,
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
unnecessary
and
greed
agreed.
too.
And agreed is because inside they feel miserable. So they
It's
think by amassing this external
yeah,
like wealth and things and this and experiences that it's gonna do something. But trust me, it doesn't do shit. You have to
doesn't do
find your
shit.
happiness on the inside, regardless of what's going on the
And I
outside.
also
And
think
like I said, when I hear Elon say empathy, what he really is saying, empathy is the weakness of the West. What he's really saying is, I'm suffering so much inside, I can't face my feelings.
yeah,
I don't have the strength and the power to face my painful feelings, so I have to go around and hurt other people. That's
yeah,
what they're doing. It's like, projecting their own self hatred onto everybody else. Bro, work out your shit. Go to therapy. Stop the fucking ketamine. Get real, man. Look at me. I did it too. You can do it, man. Get
yeah,
real. Get right. Get happy with yourself.
yep,
All these people say, I love myself. Yeah, but you have shadows. You
yeah,
love your shadows. We all have shadows. You love
yeah,
them. Do you nurture them? Do you hold that little child's hand inside of you that is still afraid of who knows what? So yeah, that's just been out to it basically.
yeah.
I mean, I'm waiting again for more sun. It's gotten cold again. I don't have to wear a hoodie today. Last week I've laid there like bikini almost going to swim, but just I just keep sending good vibes into the earth. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna let it affect me. I'm thankful for my life. My blessings are here, and they just have to figure it out. They have to learn it, and that's again coming back to this thing. I think Europe has learned a whole lot more in that regard versus America. That's why it's
yeah.
like that right now.
Well,
They have to learn
also,
that lesson. You have to go through hardship. You have to fuck up in life. You have to get really, and then you have to stand back up and say, okay, I need to fix this shit. I need to like where this is not who I am. You have to know the contrast of what you
but
don't want to know what
yeah,
you really want. And again, also just too much racism in America. And I'm trying to figure out what have we done? Okay, what has the Black African race done to be so hated in the world? Jesus
nothing.
Christ. What is our karma? What happened? I don't understand it. Like we're monkeys, we're not intelligent. I mean, what do you base that on? What makes you think that because my skin color looks like this, I'm not intelligent? Speak three languages.
I don't know. I
I
don't
want
know
to hear
because
Stephen Miller
even
speak three languages, one of which I taught myself. You know how many of these African immigrants, they speak Italian, they speak Spanish, they
yeah,
speak French, they speak. Bruv,
even like
it requires intelligence.
even
Mhm.
historically, we've been like Africans have been smarter than most of the like we started hygiene. Like we brought hygiene to the Western world because it was like
Yes.
yeah, there's there's a lot of like the
Black
Black Plague
Plague, all that
started
shit.
because people
Yes.
weren't like they were just throwing shit in the road.
Bean.
And then rats got onto the shit, and then and then it started spreading. Black Plague spread because of them. It never got to Africa. You know why? Because we were like, yeah, we wash our hands. We wash our hands. Because
we wash our bodies. We stay clean.
We wash our bodies.
And this whole thing, like Africans are smelly, bruv. You all shower once a week, like so. Anyway, I don't want to say y'all. I'm talking about the racists. I'm not talking about white people in general. Because there are very many white people I love very much. I'm not a racist, okay?
I've heard some white people.
I love people. I'm talking about these racist people.
I've heard some white people, they don't wash their legs. I'm like, come on, dog.
Legs?
Yeah. Because it's like they wash the upper body. No. And then the soap goes down, and then they're like, oh, the soap's down there. I'm like, no, you need to scrub. You need that's why I got my back, like the brush thing. Cause I gotta scrub them,
Got a brusher?
Oh, yeah, it's for my back.
It's a good idea. Let me write that up. I want a brush thing too. I'm getting me that tomorrow.
I scrub my legs.
I want a brush thing.
And it really gets off all the dirt and makes it feel clean. And like all the feet and stuff. Like I don't do the bottom of my feet because like that's I don't know. It usually gets clean. The bottom of feet's too complicated to do. Like, if it was easier to get it in the shower, I'd do it, but, like, it's hard.
I saw they have this thing, you can stick it on the bathtub and scrub, it's like a scrubber for your feet only, and you rub your feet on it.
I'm going to need that. Because it's just annoying. It's impossible to do. Because, like, you got to lift one leg up and then scrub it, but then
you might be slipping.
Yeah, you might fall, so I'm like, I'm not going to fall. I don't want to fall. Yeah. So I just gotta do this then, But I hear some white people don't scrub their legs. I'm like, why don't you scrub your legs? He's like, yeah, because the soap gets down there. I'm like, that's not how soap works.
I mean, really. That makes sense.
The soap gets on it, sure, but they don't get off the dead skin.
True, that's true.
Like
that's true.
The biggest part, the reason why you shower really is to get off the dead skin. You gotta.
It could be so much trouble.
Nah, cause like
it's true.
Like all the
I've seen dirty black people also though. Look at the hobos.
They don't got a shower. That's the problem. If they had a shower, they'd be washing their bodies too.
Okay, fine. Yeah, true.
Give all hobos a shower. Let them shower. That's what we should. That's what we should really be doing instead of like if you can't. Nah, like I'm just saying, like as like a starting thing. Like if you can't afford like to give a homeless shelter or like rent out a building for a homeless shelter or like give a homeless person a hotel, just be like, hey yo, you want to come to my place and take a shower real quick, get yourself cleaned up, so that you can get a job. You can get a job.
Yeah.
The reason why they can get a job because most of the time it's like, oh, they stink, they can't shower.
No. Homelessness is purely mental health. If you don't have a home on the inside, you don't have a home on the outside. This is all mental health.
It's a part of that. But like one of the reasons why it's hard to get out of homelessness is because you can't take a shower.
Well, not only that, you don't have the basics.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna sleep at night after work? Where are you gonna chill? Where are you gonna where are you gonna keep your clean clothes for work? Yeah.
How are you gonna get a bank account? So it's just like
you don't have the address. Yeah.
Small things to be able to get something, so you can be like, small things to help someone.
And this is what I'm saying. Like I watched this video. She had died. She's dead by now. But it was a woman. She had no legs. She was sleeping in this camper.
Yeah.
And some kind people came. They hooked the camper up for her, made it wheelchair accessible, hooked her up, gave her the probably 2-3 years of her life, a beautiful time. Would come in like. That's a problem for a billionaire to do that, to really, really help somebody.
Yeah, I don't.
Even if they can't function, but just to know in your heart, treasures of the heart, the Buddhism, the old Buddhism, treasures of the heart. Just to know I helped this person out, even maybe just with a kind word.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna scuff them. You're gonna make it even worse for them. And all the veterans,
you're gonna build these anti-homeless, homeless, architecture.
Like what you gonna do? Gas them?
Instead of just building it, like You don't want to see homeless people on the street? Build a homeless shelter. Less homeless people on the street because they're not on the street anymore. They're in a shelter.
Yeah, yeah.
I have
And
to
then
let
give
this
him some
cat
good
out.
therapy and stick on him and give him some what?
I have to let
You
this
have to let the
cat
cat
out.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, baby. Yeah. No, and that's also like in LA. How you have so much wealth and then just
Yeah. All this
abject,
homelessness.
like severe poverty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy to see.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Like,
It
from what
is.
I know, it's like, oh, you go 2 blocks and it's like, oh, this is a bad neighborhood. And then you go
Yeah.
another 2 blocks and you're like, oh, there's a Whole Foods. You're just like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but California, they need to chill.
Day.
If I was Minette, my sister, I would have been moved from there already. Because I don't think that because California is not stable with the plates and all this shit. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
but even that is yeah. So you have all this money. Why you have homeless people, bro? Get with it. But then also the problem in Cali is it's warm. Even in the winter, it's
Yeah.
warm. So it's easy to be homeless over there. You know what I'm saying?
It's not that hard. It's
Yeah,
not as
yeah,
tough.
yeah.
Like, if you're a Minnesota homeless person, I'm like, damn, that sucks. You got to deal with the
Yes,
snow and shit. I'm like,
yes,
it's
yes.
harder to get. It's harder to get warmer than it is to get colder.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, but
Oh,
I mean, it's the world. What can I say? It'll learn
yeah.
eventually. We'll catch up.
Yep.
In the meantime, I'm just gonna make myself happy. So,
Yeah.
with small things and with big things, um,
Just out here doing my best. All I
yeah,
can do.
exactly. Keep trekking.
Yep.
Because anything else is, I don't know. And keep appreciating also the things that life offers day to
Yeah.
day. I think it's important. Did I tell you I got a mango last week?
No.
I love mangoes. I didn't tell you
Yeah.
this.
No.
Yeah, so I love shea butter. I love mangoes, and I always wanted a fresh mango. I've never had a fresh mango.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm on my way to my meeting, and there's a lady, Indian lady, with two real heavy suitcases. And I'm just nosy, because I'm just nosy. And I'm like, where you going? You got some heavy suitcases. She's like, no, I'm coming back from India. So she was in India, right?
Yeah.
And here come the bus, and I offered to help her get her suitcases on the bus because they're heavy, because
Yeah.
this is my. The more people act like assholes, the more I have to be nice to my strange fellow human beings.
Yeah.
I don't have to, but if I choose to, I can. I want to.
Yeah.
And so she's this big suitcase, and I help her, and I'm like, yeah, well, welcome back home, blah, blah, blah. And then she gets off before me and she hands me a mango, a fresh, ripe, little mango from India. And I was like, oh my gosh, this was like, this is a bigger gift than you even know that it is because I love mangoes. In my whole entire life, I always wanted to eat a fresh mango. I have plans to go to Africa for that. And she was like, you're welcome, blah, 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 blah. That was my manifestation experience from last week. I was very, very happy. And so I will keep it up.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's what it is. And that's what I'm saying. Just focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Keep your mind straight, keep your energy up. Don't suck all this negativity and
Yeah.
um unless, like to me it's laughable actually. Unreal actually. So but if you feel it affecting you, then you definitely should stay away.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But life events, it is what it is.
Yep.
Mm.
Also,
Yeah.
got
Mhm.
this is. Did I tell you last week the Lakers?
Yeah, they sucked. We're depressed. We didn't even talk about the Lakers a lot because your mood was like,
Yeah.
I
Out
could
of
tell he was depressed. He was not
out of
happy.
out of the playoffs. Not in the playoffs no more. Uh.
Hey,
Hopefully.
man.
Uh. Yep.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
There's a lot of and then as a normal Lakers fan, the
Mhm.
normal Lakers offseason talks start where they're like, yeah, where there's just a bunch of Vegas odds of us getting random players from random
Mhm.
teams. They're like, yeah, the Vegas odds of the Lakers getting they're the highest odds to get Giannis in the off season. And I'm like, that's not gonna happen. First off, we don't have cap space. Second off, like there's
Yeah.
so many numbers involved that's like it's not
Yeah.
possible for us right now
Yeah.
to do that. And
Yeah.
also, what will we do with Giannis? Like, sure we have. I mean, honestly, that'd probably be a pretty good team.
Yeah.
That'd actually be a really good team. But even still,
Yeah.
we don't have the money for it, and it wouldn't make sense.
Okay.
And there's just so
Either if
many.
you trade someone,
I think we need to clear up like some stupid big number. Like
okay.
Giannis has 2 more years on his contract, and I think both years are like 80 million.
Damn.
So
The hell. Oh, Kato.
yeah, so
Is he single? Wait, let me close my window because the neighbors. God damn. 80 million per year. Bro,
Yeah.
he has brother? Look, I'm an elderly lady, but I'm still attractive.
I think they're all married. I think they're all married.
Oh. Okay, never mind. I've tried.
Yeah.
I can be a mistress. I'm just
I mean, that's not even the craziest contract, really, in the league.
okay.
Like,
Yeah, no, it's not. I'm aware of that. But wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. He's making like 80
Yes.
million a year.
What number?
Huh?
What number?
Play basketball.
Okay. I'll let
mean,
it go.
Hey, that's the contracts these years, Mom. You know how much?
Yeah, that's why the world is so twisted.
Wait. Let me tell you about the Luka Doncic contract situation right now. All right.
Okay.
So Luka Doncic is not available for. Luka Doncic this year can get an extension, right? And if he takes a lower year in extension, he can get. I think if he takes the next 3-year if he takes a 3-year extension, he can get. I think it's 165 million in that 3-year extension period, and then after the 3 years, he's available for a supermax contract where he can make $358 million for 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
But where's all that money coming from? Don't the NFL has to get paid too? And you have to pay other players? Is the not NFL, NBA? Is the NBA really that lucrative to pull those kind of numbers?
Teams make that much. They in ticket sales and things like that, they make a lot of money. Ticket sales, jersey sales. They make a lot of money.
Yeah.
To pay these players.
Yeah.
They make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
That is insane. 365. And then now with Trump, he ain't hardly got to pay no taxes either. That's nice.
Oh, he's living in Cali, so.
That's so.
Yeah. Yeah, those taxes hit.
Yeah, but you see, there should be no homeless shelters with that kind of income. If I made that my kind of money in Cali, trust me, that homeless shit will be way resolved already. Yeah. Either everywhere would be these little pods where they can sleep in, these modernized pods with a little bathroom in the back where they can do that thing. I don't know, something would be happening. I would give all my money to that. All my fucking money.
We could do it like Japan, where they have these like pod hotels where you can like sleep in like they give you a shower and you could. It's like $10 a night to sleep in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like I'm like that'd be a good idea to get rid of homeless.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, give them a little place to sleep in at night that's like super cheap.
Yeah. Easy to clean up too.
Yeah. Because it's like little pods.
But some of them like it because we have a homeless guy in the neighborhood and this is the 3rd year and finally we greet each other.
Yeah.
And I tried to buy him some brezen one time in the morning because I saw him. I was getting it was Ileana's birthday. I was getting some breakfast.
Yeah.
It was 6:30 in the morning, but he had his own money. He refused. He didn't want me to buy him nothing. And I'm just trying to slowly, but in the summer, I don't worry because, it's not so cold. But in the winter, I think he has somewhere to go. But sometimes I see him late at night when I come from the club.
Mm-hmm.
And then other times, I don't know what I think. Some people just really like that.
Yeah.
They like to be homeless. They can't. I don't know. Maybe it's too much fear for them. The responsibility to have a home.
Yeah.
So that's why these little shelters. That's perfect. Let them. These small
Yep.
pods or whatever you call them. They have them. Those hotels at the airport and stuff, right?
Yeah, they have them at. I think they have them airports. They have them pretty much everywhere in
Yes.
Japan.
Yes. 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 Korea too. I'm. But
Oh
South
yeah,
Korea. I
most
mean.
likely Korea too. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't. Anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can definitely relate to that. But like I said, if I had that much money, oh my gosh, I don't
Yeah,
even know what to do with
that's.
it.
I also
But then
don't
they
either.
also have to. I mean, if you want to keep that lifestyle up, they do have to invest. They do have to
Yeah,
because
because
eventually, I mean,
that.
once they're out of the NFL, there's no more money.
But also
So
at that,
either you have
even
to,
even in like the NFL or NBA, they're paying trainers. They're paying like medical
yeah,
professionals. They're having their own like teams that keep
yeah,
them healthy throughout the season and things
yeah.
like that. So of
You have
course,
a manager, agent, and
yeah, you
stuff
have
like
your
that, or
agent who takes
agent
a.
and manager. Is that the same? But you have all. Yeah, you
Yeah,
have a
they're
team.
basically the
That's
same.
true.
Yeah, you have a whole. There's a
That's
whole
true.
team of people
That's
around you.
true.
If you're
That's
making
true.
that much
Your
money, like
lawyers on retainer in
yeah,
case. Yeah, 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 yeah.
there's a
So
whole.
yeah, it's a different lifestyle. That's true.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
yeah,
That's why, yeah, it is. It is on this.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, especially for
Then
athletes,
you have
because
to wear the fancy clothing when you arrive at the games.
yeah, no, you don't have to. You don't have to.
They love it though.
Some of them do. Some people just show
Yes.
up in full jumpsuits and just sweatpants and
Some normal. Yeah.
tracksuit, and
Yeah.
it's just like
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get I'm just here to play the game, just here to play the game.
hmm hmm Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. But that's interesting though.
there's a whole fashion thing around it,
Yeah.
especially for
Well, it's sexy, that tall and handsome men, so I guess let them
yeah.
wear interesting clothing. Is there openly gay basketball player?
Uh, currently
hmm
like playing right now,
Yeah.
no,
That's the question, Ken. And
not I don't think so.
why not?
I don't know.
Because I know one of them, at least one, there has to be one gay one undercover, maybe.
I mean, if you look at the WNBA, it's pretty easy to find openly gay
Yeah, but
basketball
in
player.
WNBA, it's under, so of course there's going to be lesbians.
Yeah, there's a lot of
And
it's
plus, lesbians are more accepted than gay men, I think, in certain
honestly
communities.
it's kind of funny because it's just more dramatic now because it's like there's people on other teams playing with against their ex-wives and it's just funny and it's funny. It's like damn, there's a lot of drama in the WNBA. I'm like
Yes.
damn, I didn't know it ran that deep.
So, what is the percentage of homosexuals in the NWBA, WNBA, whatever it's called, women's basketball initiative? Is it a high? Have 50? No, not 50.
it's probably like it's probably like 30 maybe. It's still a lot.
Interesting. Interesting.
I don't know exactly though.
Interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's all good.
Yeah, but there is one gay
Mm.
basketball player, mm,
hmm
Dwight Howard, but
Okay.
he doesn't play anymore. So
Dwight
yeah,
Howard.
yeah.
Stop, boy. Don't lie to me.
No, he came
He ain't
out
gay.
like 3 years ago.
Oh, thank God he came out. Jesus Christ. Poor baby. The whole career he was in the closet, or
No, I think in the whole career he was just trying to figure himself out.
no, no, no. He already knew it. He just didn't want to come out. It probably discouraged it even.
Most like during his time period, most likely he was like,
And I feel bad for gay men that have to live undercover. That's most horrible.
yeah,
Or any person that can't live authentic, Because I mean, I'm not gay, but I don't
yeah,
have I mean, what's the problem? You're not gaying on me. I mean, it's all good. I mean,
yeah,
I just, respect my, but anyway, I'm happy for him that he can live freely now. He
yeah,
deserves it. Yes. Also a lot of pressure off his chest.
yeah,
'Cause you got to sneak around, paparazzi, what I'm saying, depending on what kind of
yeah.
level of player you are.
Well, now he's in the Hall of
Yeah, yeah,
Fame.
yeah.
Now he's in the Hall of Fame. He just
Good.
got
That's good.
yeah, he got inducted this year.
hmm
So
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. And then let's see what's gonna happen with the Diddy trial. Yeah. They're already dropping names, bruv. I can't wait. Yes.
It's really about how many people paid. How many people
Yes.
paid?
Yes.
Because that trial is
Paid
gonna.
what?
Oh, paid for their name to be recused from the
You
trial,
can pay for that? You can't
or
pay for
not pay,
that.
or
Depending on
they,
what.
or no, they give evidence. Either it's something like that.
Ah, okay, okay.
They
They
give
just
like a
snitch basically.
statement.
Say
Yeah,
it the
they
way it is.
snitch.
Snitching. Snitching. Snitching.
They snitch.
I mean, I would do
But
it
for a
too.
good
Save
reason.
my ass.
I don't want to be involved in that. I'm like, hey, I don't even know Diddy.
Well, I don't have a problem you're involved with the freaky deaky party. You just
Yeah,
can't be raping people and drugging people to get it done. That's the problem. And having
yeah,
teenagers and young men raping young men and forcing and or throwing a career over their head, suck my dick, and you get all
yeah,
of this. No,
yeah,
that's messed up. You want to
yeah.
be freaky deaky? Be freaky deaky. Go like
But consensually.
the clubs they have where you naked and do
I
everybody
mean,
sucks to
there's
everybody.
yeah, there are those
Fine.
places.
But not put shit in the baby oil. I got drugged once in the club. That shit ain't funny. I come home, I'm all on ecstasy. I don't even know what to do, man. So that is not funny. That's really bad. Very,
Not
very
the
bad.
not the gallon tubs of baby
But
oil
I just
that
want
we
to know the
have.
names.
I
Names. I
mean,
want
they're
to know
gonna come
everybody
out.
involved. And I want some
I
more
mean,
people
we know
falling.
some people involved.
Yeah. And I heard a little clip. I mean, Joe Rogan, I
Yeah,
love you. I don't know what the fuck happened to you. If you need help, I can help you to talk about your problems. But no white person gets to talk about P. Diddy if they're not also talking about Jeffrey Epstein. And this fool
yeah.
had the nerve to say, yeah, and they're all Kamala supporters. Bro, Trump is just, I mean, he's
Yeah.
maybe not as bad as Diddy with the sex shit,
No,
but
he
he's
would
done shit. He has 3 baby mamas. He was fucking the bitches. He was paying women off. He was grabbing them by the
also
pussy. He was doing all this other shit. So shut the fuck up. He's not any better than whatever, you know what I'm saying?
his name is
Like,
law.
bro,
His
you're just making it worse for yourself, Joe. You keep making it worse. I used to love you.
yeah.
You used to be my shining star. I used to watch you religiously until you moved to this other thing platform because I don't do all these platforms. I just too much platforms.
Spotify.
And so what?
Spotify.
Spotify, exactly. I'm not. There's too much. How much stuff can I watch? So anyway, yeah, funny. I just was like, shut the fuck. I just didn't even. I clicked it. I didn't even want to hear the rest of it because it was so like idiotic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's very toxic and it's very behindered. I don't even know the it's
I think
behindered. You
they're
know what
just
I'm
trying
saying?
to they're just trying to get like in with Donald Trump so they can make more money type thing.
Yeah, but I don't want to be on that side. I'd
Yeah.
rather be a rebel and get locked up. I'd rather lose everything I have
Yeah.
before I shake hands with this man and do his bidding. Swear to God,
But
I eat
that's
fucking grass. I lose my kids. I go to jail for life. I don't care. Put
yeah.
me. I will not. What they're doing there is very negative. It's very dark and it's very evil.
Yep.
It's very scary. Not to me, but I can see it being scary to a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
And also, like I keep saying it, you don't want scared military people running around with expertise in gunmanship. You do not.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And like, yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna let it go. But I found that really a stupid thing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Diddy. I just want to hear some juice about Beyonce
Jay-Z.
and Jay-Z. That's right. Specifically Jay-Z.
J to the
It's
hits
like I
of
say, only way Jay-Z gets my sorry, this actually let me see something. The only way Jay-Z gets my respect back if he gives that boy that paternity test. Then we can be cool again. Until then, he's on my dark list. I don't know what's a dark list, but that's where he's on. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. It's all good. Hmm.
Something's gotta come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it's good when people. That's why Epstein. They shouldn't have killed him, but they had to kill him because the
Cause he would have
whiteys don't want to
talked.
get involved in all this shit. But they
Cause he
do it
would have
just the
said
same.
something.
The what?
He would have said something.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know how Jelaine, his like cohort, how she keeps it up. I mean, she's locked up. What they're doing for her? They'll let her out. Did they let her out from time to time, or I don't know how they're working it. I don't know how she keeps quiet.
Maybe because like she
Maybe she's
was.
afraid because they already killed him, so they're afraid that I don't need. We don't know killed, but
We don't know.
it sounds highly suspicious.
Well,
But
yeah.
yeah,
Maybe we'll hear something in the next 50 years once the
so,
CIA gets is allowed to release these documents.
releases. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Well, I was very sad to hear though that the victim, the first one of the victims that was instrumental in even bringing this case against Jeffrey Epstein, she actually committed suicide.
Yeah.
Um, and that made me cry a little because when you've been abused in this way, you got to be strong. You
Yeah.
can't like let evil take over your whole entire life. You have to make a very strong decision that this evil that you experienced is not going to control the rest of your life,
Yeah.
and find a way to heal it, find a way to let that shit go, and then come back to your power. And when someone takes their own life because of this, it's it's sad. And again, it proves that people that cause that harm, even youth, children, any of them in a sexual way, they should go to jail for a long, long time because it's akin to murder. Victims usually take a long time to recover,
Yeah.
and it's just fucked up. But that's life shit,
Yep.
you know. So anyway, you know, that's what it is.
That's what it is. What it
Mm-hmm.
is was it easy to the
All right, so
easy.
tomorrow, as you know, this old chica is turning 50, 50. And you're like, Mom. And I have nothing planned. Can you believe it? I have no party. This young boy at the no, he's a sweet boy. He's my neighborhood store, and he's like,
Yeah.
what's Monty Muggen? And I'm like, nothing. And now, as in the morning, I'm taking myself to my favorite breakfast spot, Wolf,
Yeah.
and get my egg and my salmon and everything. And then I really have nothing planned. And I'm taking myself out to lunch. And in the evening, Iman is cooking, so I'm not cooking tomorrow at all. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna have a relaxed and chill day. And I'm hoping the sun comes out so I can. I'm finally. I don't. I haven't bought myself a bike yet, but I'm renting bikes now.
Yeah.
And so I want to go on a little bike tour. Do my thing.
Hmm.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, the weather sucks. Alter, what's going on?
I don't know. The weather's pretty
This is
good
like,
over here.
very nice for you. Nyeh, 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 nyeh,
It's pretty
nyeh.
warm, you know. It's not too hot, not too cold.
Mhm,
You know,
mhm.
sun's out, shining.
Nice, Taz.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I really don't care. I hope it rains later. No, I'm joking.
I mean, it rained yesterday.
Was rain yesterday? But warm
Yeah.
rain.
Yeah. Like a humid rain.
Mm-hmm,
It's been really humid.
mm-hmm.
I,
Ah, yeah.
I yesterday I was walking outside the store and
Mhm.
it was just so humid that it was hard to breathe.
Aye.
I was like,
Okay, yeah.
ah, like the air was thick. I was like, what? I wasn't ready for it.
Mhm.
It's like I just took a puff. I was like, oh god,
Crazy.
oh god,
Especially when you come out from the AC or you've been like
yeah.
8 hours in the AC or 10 hours and then you come out and it's like
And
that.
it was
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
intense.
ooh, in my
Yeah,
chest.
yeah,
I was like, oh god,
yeah,
let me get
yeah,
used to this real quick. Let me take a minute.
yeah. That's the only thing I do not miss is the humidity because that shit is great.
It
Or
is.
when it rains in Virginia or in Richmond, and then it rains in your fantasy mind, you might think it's gonna cool down, but no,
Yeah.
bruv, it's gonna
No,
get
no,
even
it just
hotter
gets
because as
hotter.
soon as it stops, you have the
The
evaporation
steam, and
instantly.
you're just like,
Jesus Christ, yeah, it's
it's like
intense.
outside's a sauna now.
Yeah.
You're just
So we don't
dying.
have that, and it's not that cold. At least I can wear a hoodie. I put my winter coats away. My winter boots is gone, so it is,
Yeah,
springtime here. But I just been last week, all week, every day I was in the sun, and
yeah,
I got tans. But yeah, you know me, I need to get brown.
yep. Yeah.
Yeah, more brown. So we'll see.
Uh,
But
nothing,
are you
nothing.
laughing about me getting more brown? I do. I like it. I Godfrey, my favorite Nigerian American comedian, right?
Yeah,
I forgot what he was talking about. Oh, it's that one joke that they made an SNL skit with the two black ladies.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the one gorilla versus 100 men challenge. You know
Oh
this
yeah,
challenge? You're
yeah,
familiar with
yeah,
it?
yeah. I've been
And they
hearing
made a
about it.
skit about it.
Yeah,
And apparently, one of the black girls was like, "Give me my face back," and he just was like, "Look, I'm usually not sensitive, but this skit should have been done by two white ladies and not two black ladies, since we already are looked at as How often, we portrayed as monkeys.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So yeah, that was a
yeah,
bit insensitive, and it's true. I found it too, and I just had to comment to that, because he was talking about our complexion, and me, like I love dark complexions. I think it's
yeah,
so beautiful. The darker the berry, the sweeter the cherry, or whatever they call it.
yeah.
But
That Kendrick
and
song.
so here I'm like, my light complexion, and what I just always felt sad about is that people would think that I'm special in some way,
Yeah,
like. I would get hate from African American women that were darker for me.
yep,
And then also to see light skinned women that think they're special because they're light skinned with the green eyes. I hate
yeah,
those bitches so much because you are so deluded. We're all human beings, eh?
yeah,
There is no you're better, and to me, I just think dark skin extremely beautiful. I don't know. It turns me on. Uh Not turns me on, but
yeah,
I just love it. I love it. And I love all our different complexions. And so anyway, I had to be yeah, I was reminded of that. I thought that was always kind of crazy how divided even the black race was
yeah.
30 years ago when I lived there, when I
I
first
mean,
arrived.
it still
And
is.
then my accent and the good hair. I didn't even know what it means good hair when I first got to America.
Yeah,
I just was like, and then I'm a shy person. Back then I was even more shy and beautiful. And then people say, "Oh, she stuck up. She did."
yeah,
No, bruv, I'm just like you. I shit, I pee, I sleep, I cry, I laugh. I don't see you in any other way than what your heart shows me who you are. That's all
yeah,
I want to know. I don't care how you look like.
yeah.
Yeah, and auf der Straße. I don't give a rat's. But yeah. Anyway, quite interesting what's going on. And then the lady, you heard of this lady that called the kid nigga and raised over $500,000?
I think I saw that. I saw like a clip of it, and then I was
Yeah,
like,
this autistic
uh,
child. She
uh,
called him the N words, and then she raised because she's afraid. No, that's a thing. Guys, do white face. Go out there, call some black kid nigga. Make an account. Let's make some money right quick.
like, like,
For real, why else should you do it? I think she did it for that
uh,
purpose, maybe even so. The hell, what are you talking about?
quick cash grab.
Well, she's like, I'm not really a racist, y'all. I just want to make some cash. And then she was like, let me find the stupidest one that I can find and call him the N word. And then that's how she went about the business. I don't even know. Anyway, it's all good.
I
It's
don't,
crazy though.
I don't think we saw the same video because there's a different video of a white woman
Ah,
getting
mm-hmm,
like it was a guy on camera. The guy with the camera was like, "Did you
mm-hmm.
just call this black child niglet?" I was like, "Did you just call him a niglet?" I was like, that's obviously racist because we all know, hey, some women be like hey, black people sometimes we just say niglet. Hey, that's a little niglet over there.
We
That's
say
our
that?
yeah.
I mean, when you said it, I knew what it meant, but I'd never heard the term niglet. Say
I've
it. I've never heard nobody say it.
I've heard black women say niglet before. Actually, I've
To
only heard
black men,
no, not black men. It's to their children usually.
kids. Okay,
It's
okay,
like,
yes.
that little niglet was just fucking
Yeah,
around doing some shit. I was like,
yeah,
I was like, damn,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I didn't expect that
yeah.
word, but okay, niglet it is.
That's funny. Well, it really, for white people that grow up in the hood, like really in the
Yeah,
hood,
yeah, yeah,
it must be terrible for them. And honestly, I think they should get a free pass to say the N word.
yeah,
If you grow up in the hood, like hood, like
yeah,
in the project, and you talks like them, and you feels like them, and you bees like them, you also on that same level in a way.
yeah, but no.
And you grew up with black people around you all your life. Come on
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
No?
Not really.
Okay, fine.
Cause like you could
Fine.
always
But you're on
switch
the
up.
same level though.
But yeah,
You
but
do hood shit together. That's your
yeah,
nigga. Like you
yeah,
my nigga, you know
yeah.
what I'm
But
saying? No?
you could always code switch, and you could instantly be someone else.
No, but not that.
You
I
could,
mean like some thorough hood people that always
yeah,
been hood, always gonna be hood.
all
They
hood
they
people.
even support the hood. They never leave the hood because they're hood.
A
You
lot
got
of
white
them,
people like that.
a lot of them know how to code switch.
Okay. Okay, fine.
It's essential to code switch. It is an essential thing to do. You have to know how to talk at work versus how to talk with your boys. Like,
Okay, but I'm talking in your community then.
yeah, you need to know how to talk to the
You
police
you
versus
went
how,
to elementary school together, you went to middle school
yeah,
together. This is your boy. You did crime together, you
yeah,
fucked bitches together, you did
yeah.
everything together. So,
But also he could always code, like if a police officer comes around, he could always code switch and be a white dude, and he's just a white dude. I'm still a black man. I still get affected by day to day racism. It's just the thing. At least give me the right to say nigga. If I'm still affected by racism, y'all don't get to say nigga. That's how it works.
okay. All right.
If racism is still a thing, I get to still say nigga. Because at least that's that
Yeah.
one. At least I have one thing.
Yeah. But that's also been taken away because they've been saying it lately a lot. They say it all the
Yeah, and
time.
they get their shit slapped in. If I say nigga, I get to say nigga.
No, but this lady didn't get her shit slapped in. She got $600,000.
Hey,
America is
sometimes
a racist.
I've seen,
Oh,
yeah, and I've seen also 100 other videos of some white dude or white woman saying nigga and getting her
yeah,
shit
true.
rocked in.
True.
Like
I've seen that too.
knocked
True.
out. And it was like,
True.
and everyone just
True.
left her on.
And most importantly, be your authentic self at all times, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But that's the only way to go in these days. Keep it real.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
yep.
So what time is it, baby?
It's like
Ooh
11:28.
la la.
I think I accidentally stopped recording, but like it was still an hour long. So I'm like, I guess that's fine. I don't know where it
Okay, we'll
stopped,
be all right. I think we
but it's
have
an
good material.
hour, so it's like it's long enough for a podcast at least. So
All right, sounds good.
It's not anything too crazy.
Okay.
I'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
I didn't really prepare anything today because I party too much on the weekend, man.
I think it's better that we just flow anyways, because it's just like real conversation, you know?
Yeah, true. Real,
It's like if
true.
something comes up, it
Yeah,
comes
but
up.
sometimes I like to get my name straight and I forget things, the names and stuff. I
Yeah.
just want to have a little bit of like a reference point to look back on. You know what I'm saying? And not just being but to be more. Yeah. But yeah, I was gone for 2 days last weekend. For the first time, I left my children, all of you. I mean, you're already gone, so it doesn't matter.
I've been gone, so you know.
And I had a good time, but I had too much of a good time. Oh my god. So anyway, I suffered the last 3 days. Today, I'm like, okay, by Mittwoch, which is Wednesday, I must feel better by Wednesday. I cannot. Tomorrow, I have to be fit. I have things. Well, I don't have things to do, but I don't want to be sick on my birthday and in bed all day. And I think I'm making it. I'm gonna make it. But this girl. Well, since you all don't never go out party, somebody got to party in this family.
I guess our generation's just not for party, you know.
It's okay. I partied. I had a good time. Yeah. Anyway, so then we see each other again next week, or?
Yep.
We'll do that?
Yep.
Sounds good. And I wish you a blessed rest of the day, my darling.
Yep.
Me, I'm going to make some curry chicken. And feed the horde. And then we talk again next week.
Yep.
All right?
All right.
So kisses. Stay blessed, yeah? Bless up.
Yeah.
Love you, baby. Ciao.